everybody. Thanks for joining me as we take a look at your Martin Luther King Jr. weekend forecast, and a little bit of uncertainty with the forecast today. And some snow, and maybe some accumulating snow. Although I think it's still mostly going to happen to our south and east. But models not entirely aligned on that prospect as we go through. So lots of details. Actually, kind of two waves of systems. One that's going to be definitely kind of light, not really much of a big deal, at least in terms of travel. And then the second one, which could be a little bit impactful with some snow. And then we're going to get cold. So here, let's take a look at what's going on here across the country. First of all, we've got the beginnings of our next system, both with some southern energy, some northern energy. And what's going to happen here is we're continuing to kind of bring these together, and we're going to kind of basically have a front that sweeps through Saturday afternoon and early evening with a little bit of light snow, a little bit of a mix in the lower elevations. If you're in the Connecticut River Valley, if you're down near Bennington, even up to Manchester, probably, maybe Rutland even, you might be more sprinkles than light snow. That really won't amount to much. Maybe an inch, a couple inches in some of the favored kind of western slopes would be spots that could get a couple inches, ski areas, tops of ski areas, things like that. Nothing too interesting there. And then what's going to happen is it's going to basically leave behind a piece of energy as the front swings through and get reinvigorated by some more southern jet stream energy and another piece of energy up to the north and west, which is just kind of swinging out through, that will kick off another storm, which will then take a track somewhere along the east coast. How far out to sea it goes and the exact track will depend on exactly how much moisture gets involved and whether we see accumulating snow or just some basically light snow that might be out to kind of a dusting to a coating. I will have a snowfall map for you, best I can guess at this point. In terms of what we've got, there's a weak disturbance that could give us a couple of flurries today, but nothing really that big a deal. Basically, I wouldn't even put these in the forecast. But the next storm is kind of coming together. It doesn't actually look that impressive, but the northern part of it's going to swing through pretty quick. And it will come through with some light off and on snow showers tomorrow. Anytime after, I think, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we could see those happen. A period of light snow or a snow squall could move through. Could briefly get a little slushy, especially on some of those, like if you're at the mountain skiing, as you come off the mountain, it is possible that things could be a little slick coming off the mountains tomorrow. So just be aware of that. That always just means, just go slow, basically, if it happens to be in that circumstance. That will be done pretty quick, and then by Sunday, we have a little bit of sun, maybe even in Sunday morning, although mostly cloudy, and then a chance at the more organized snow, more like Sunday evening and overnight Sunday into Monday. That's where we'd have the chance to get some accumulating snow. Let's take a quick look at the current temperatures here across North America. You can see we do have some warmth to our west, which means that we will warm up today a little bit, and then tomorrow will be the warmest day we've had in quite a while. A lot of areas will get above freezing tomorrow, like 37, 38, even 40 is not impossible in some of the lower elevations, but I think a lot of us are going to be in the mid-30s, and so, yeah, warmest day we've had in a while. We haven't been above freezing in quite some time, but we will then trend colder, much colder. We're going to tap some of this cold air that's up across northern Canada where it normally is. It's not going to be 30 below zero, but it is going to feel real cold next week, particularly Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So yeah, as we get into the next part, the early part of next week, it is going to be cold. Here's the storm track. Here's the details, right? The kind of the closest to the coast storm, there's even one model that's a little bit closer than this. This would bring us with a little bit of light snow. My snowfall core forecast is not going to be quite as ambitious as a storm that took this track would be, but as is normal, if a track tracks closer to the coast, we get some snow our direction. This system, further out to sea model would give us almost nothing, just maybe some flurries in the air, maybe a coating to an inch, a little bit less than I'm going to show you on the map. This is not the extreme possibilities. Things could still, and in general over the last 24 hours, things have trended a little towards us, but not enough that I'd be confident yet. And the pattern is still not great, although it's a little bit better. The situation in the North Atlantic in terms of storm tracks is a little bit better than it's been, which gives us a chance for this system to happen, but we're going to have to wait and see. There's a little bit of a debate between the models exactly how strong the system gets as well. It looks like if it comes closer to the coast, that'll actually give it a chance to be a little bit stronger. If it goes out to sea, a little bit weaker, which would even mean a little bit less snow for even areas south and east of us. I do think if you're across southern New England, you're in pretty good shape to get not a huge storm, but a general like plowable snowstorm. New Jersey could certainly do that as well. If you take the inland track here, the closest to the coast track, there may be some mixing in areas right along the coast. But basically, otherwise, it looks like a little bit of snow for southern New England. Here's my snowfall map as at the moment. This is kind of a best guess. This is not locked in, and it's a little early for snowfall map that would happen on Sunday. But I did want to kind of put it out there just to give you an idea of what I'm thinking. I think north and west of kind of central Rutland County, certainly north, even Rutland itself, I think you're talking maybe a coating to an inch, maybe just a few flurries, really not that much. 1 to 2 inches in a lot of Bennington County, a lot of Windsor County, 2 to 3 inches maybe as you head down closer to Brattleboro. That would probably be the area. This is the area that's most likely to get the most snow. Until you head further east. 3 to 5 inches, like I said, the Monadnocks, and maybe even a place where you get 4 to 6, 4 to 7 inches of snow as you headed kind of towards the Worcester Hills, if the track evolves like I would think now. It is possible that this moves towards us, and I would say that's more likely than it moving further away from us, although it could move further away as well. But right now, this is my best guess. It could change. Plenty of space for that. I will have a forecast out there for you tomorrow. It'll focus just on the storm and accumulations and things like that. So especially if things trend towards us, I'll be out there to let you know. Even if they trend away, I'll let you know tomorrow as we kind of go through the forecast. Let's take a quick look at the overall forecast for today. High about 29 degrees on average. Pretty a little bit warmer than it's been. Great day to get out there, and if you get a chance to ski today would be a great day to do that. 22 overnight. Clouds start to move in with that next system. I would not be worried at all about tomorrow's actually a pretty good ski day. It says wintry mix. In the ski areas, that'll be all snow. A little bit of rain mixed in at the lower elevations. Temperature is pretty comfortable in the mid-30s. Up at the ski areas, close to freezing. Good day to get out and ski as well. Overnight, a couple of flurries left over before we kind of a little bit of a clearing possible late on Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Could be a peak of sun even. And then light snow, that's what I've got in there for us right now. That probably starts anytime after about, it's possible that it could start as early as 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. And then would continue through probably midnight or so, maybe a little bit longer, depending on how close the system gets to us and the exact speed of that. That timing could change a little bit as well. That light snow, like I said, you saw the snowfall map, so that's about what we're expecting. And then Monday is we turn the temperature down, real cold. High of about 15 on Monday with a brisk northwest wind. And 15 will be the warmest we are until probably next Thursday or Friday after that. So it's going to be cold overnight Monday. The only reason we don't go well below zero is because it's going to be pretty breezy still on Monday. There may be wind chill advisories, potentially wind chill warnings on Monday night into Tuesday. So it's going to feel like 10 to 20 below zero. It'll be cold. So if you're going to ski on Monday, it's doable. The tops of the mountains are probably going to have wind holds on them. This is just kind of an FYI. So you're probably skiing the bottom half of the mountain and you want to bundle up big time because high temperatures up at even in the bottom half of the mountains is going to be in the single numbers by the afternoon, and wind chills will be well below zero. So just be bundled up if you're going to ski. That'll certainly be the case Tuesday, Wednesday. You're going to need to be in full on frigid weather conditions. So you're just going to make sure that you got bundled up and safe and taking lots of breaks and things like that. Okay, weekend highlights a bit warm for Friday and Saturday. A bit of a warm up, I should say, before we get a chance at some snow. Saturday, late afternoon and evening, we get a little light precipitation, mostly snow, but a little bit of rain mixed in. As I said there, below 750 feet, a little bit of a mix. Sunday evening, overnight brings a chance for light snow. I showed you the snowfall map. That's, I think, what was going to happen, but again, there is some room for that to move. I'll have an update for you tomorrow about that. Next week will be very cold. So there you go. Those are your highlights. Looks like a pretty good weekend, especially to get skiing Monday, Tuesday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday's a little tough with the cold weather, but basically a pretty good Martin Luther King Jr. weekend if you're up here to ski or if you live here and you're going to ski. So yeah, want to give a quick shout out to my patrons. They help support what I do here for the West River Weather Guy. If you're interested in becoming a patron, it means you get a few extra benefits, including a midweek forecast that I do for the weekends for them, and an extended look for one level of being a patron. So you can check that out. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel before, I'd encourage you to do so. Helps make sure you don't miss my videos and helps new people discover the channel. Give a like to the video, or if you have any questions, you can certainly ask them in the comment sections on YouTube. I try to get back to those pretty quick. And as we head towards the storm, there's probably likely to be more of those. So yeah, thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow, Friday in the morning, when I have my forecast out tomorrow morning with an update mostly on Sunday afternoon and evening